Hey guys, welcome back. It's Grimreaper connect you for another video for Raidshadowlegends. Hopefully you're doing well. Hopefully you're looking after yourself and have a positive start to the week wherever you are in the world, and hopefully having a great day wherever you are. Hopefully you are looking after yourself, right? We are on my account today. We're going to do some faction wars for Shadow King 21. We have finally freestarred it, and we're going to go over full breakdown in today, talk about the strategy as well to try and help you guys clear lists as well. And then maybe I'll talk about some champions that are really strong and OP for this faction to try and build around a team for overall for Shadow King. So we'll start with a run. We'll do a full breakdown. I'll kind of show you what's what with the run and what I'm doing. And then we'll do the full run on full auto. You guys can watch it with the music without me talking about it as well. Timestamp down below. Then we'll talk about the gear, and then we'll talk about the champions as well that I would recommend using. Now, I'm not using Ninja in this today because Ninja is a 1-star and he doesn't really do anything as a 1-star blessing. No Harima, no Yumiko, pretty much that's about it. No mythicals, so other than Lady M, which is free to play. So it's a really hard faction, as you can see across the board, for anyone that doesn't have them champions, even without the champion unity as well, or Toshu. So let's get the video. We'll do a full breakdown, and then we'll talk about what's what. All right, then, let's do the full breakdown, and we'll talk about what's what, and etc. So we will start off with the wave run. The first wave will pause and stuff as needed. We'll go ahead and remute this. So this is the waves. We're going to make KIMI the fastest, just to give me increased speed and turn me to boost, which is going to be super key for this. Then we got Lady M, which we're going to start off with ally attack, and we're going to prioritize and try and kill Ankora, because if we can kill Ankora, then we can crowd control the rest of them. If we don't kill Ankora, then we can't crowd control Narcis, and we'll just die, right? So it's going to be super. You can see here we've also got bolster set on their team as well. No reviver as well, so it's something you need to be careful of. And then obviously we're going to bring our block buffs in to make sure that we don't get stripped, etc. Sorry, CC'd. We'll drop in our provokes. Now Toragi only has, I think it's a 50% chance and then 75% chance to drop in the provokes, but between everything here, you got provokes, you got turn me to drop, you've got damage, you've got single stun, you've got AoE stun, we've got more turn me to drop, and then there's plenty of CC within my team in here. So the good thing is as well, like Noble can increase his attack as well. So we'll focus on killing the Queen and Cora, which we'll get there. Then we're going to drop their speeds down, which is going to be great, and lower the accuracy requirements. And then it's a best case of flipping with the Lady M and then stunning them and then basically kill them slowly, right? We want to make sure that we get, for example, if we weak hit here on him, we got a stun ready to go there as well. And it's about just killing them slowly and surely. Because Ankor is not dead, we want to focus on Commodus and Narcissus to die next. They're like the main two that we need to die, mainly Commodus, because he can flip forms and cause me issue with them bombs. We can always helps as well for damage. So that's way to go. I did try running Machinist and I just couldn't get the team to work because it's too squishy. Toragi was pretty much the MVP for me because that really helped. Lady KIMI is really useful against the boss, which we'll talk about later. So you'll see here, Noel has really good damage on the A3, which is pretty solid. I do have a 5-star blessing, that's why we use him. It's kind of a bit mad not to use him when we're using Ninja, right? When people use him to empower Ninja. I think we can make Ninja +2 if I'm not mistaken, but I always try and keep one copy of each champion in the game. So we'll prioritize on him, get rid of him. You can see there 300 and some K damage, which is great. Noel is in 6-piece Merciless, so he can cycle through his abilities really quickly. And he's also in a double Z set as well, so 1 Z set, which increases damage as well, which is really cool. And then, yeah, we'll see there, we get rid of her. Everything's in control, right? Nothing to worry about. 151k on E1. It's pretty solid damage, honestly. You don't need to rely on him Lady M to give him increased attack, right? So that's a good thing as well. Here, he's just gonna die anyway, so it's just a case of killing them off, make sure the cooldowns are ready for the boss. I think there's a Hegemon next one, which is a little bit annoying. Because Hegemon comes in here, normally RIHO's passive will cleanse everyone, but RIHO was on cooldown here, which was really annoying and did slow me down, but we did survive. So I was able just to do our abilities. I'm trying not to hit the champion unity at all, but he does get polymorph there, which is great. Because we want to make sure we don't cause him to have instant turn, right? Which is like a funny one overall for RNG. We drop the turn meter there and on everyone, which is great. And then we're trying to get rid of like Hegemon. I want to get rid of her first because she can strip buffs, etc., and she does a lot of damage. And then I want to prioritize more of a Cyclops. I want to get rid of all of them before I think about the champion unity as well. So that's one thing we'll take from that. And the good thing about Kimi, she can take off the revive on death as well, which is great, and increase defense, which is fantastic. And then Lady M is just able to cycle through the stuns very, very easily. We also got like impulse and reflex on Lady M and RIHO, which is great because they are able to do their shenanigans, which is also fantastic. And like Lady M is very, very useful. Obviously, everyone should be using her. She's free. She's only one of the 2 mythicals that you're going to get inside the faction as well, at the moment, anyway. And then you see here, we're just going to try and keep everyone crowd controlled, which is what we want to do. We'll play stun because of the champion side of provoke, because of the champion unity. We'll play the stun here as well. Make sure he doesn't get his instant turns, etc., which can be a bit annoying. My bad. And then we just keep ourselves healed up, topped up. RIHO is absolute beast in healing, but to be honest, like she wasn't enough, right? I even tried to run 2 to counter the boss, and it just wasn't working. So I did 6-star another one, but didn't book it though, right? So it wasn't too bad. But Toragi really helps against the boss, which we'll talk about in a second. So you can see here, I kind of went all the way around. We killed it within a long amount of turns as well. We still get this under 200 turns, which is great, but I spent more time on this than I did on stream the other day when I was trying to freestyle the other day. So it can be done faster with these group of champions overall. So we'll go into this, and we don't want to use any of our abilities. We just want them to die slowly until Null finishes off. There's no ads here, so which is great. You want to make sure that you're doing like your increased speeds, etc. I think here we just A1 if I remember correctly. Can't remember what we did really. So, oh yeah, so I played the decreased speed and decreased accuracy, which is good. We play the E1, I think it is here. Oh no, we played the weekend era. And then we play the block boss. So we play the block boss to make sure that he doesn't do his A2 and A3, because if he gets him off, we're dead for sure. Because like this team is squishy, right? So it's not ideal. And then we're going to try and get our damage out. He's going to do his shenanigans. He puts up that. Kimi's now going to remove it, which is going to be great. And she'll put the block buffs there. And then Lady M also can remove buffs as well with A3. She can also decrease the duration. She could drop the turn meter on the A1, which is fantastic. You can see here we didn't put the ability, the defense down, etc. on yet because the boss might cleanse itself and then put it on us, which then means it would die, right? Because I think he gets extra turn. If I remember correctly, he gets extra turn on the E2. Which is a little bit worrying. I could kind of go into this because I already knew that I already beat this boss, so I wasn't too desperate to freestyle it because I already freestyled in the past. I just wanted to get it done for today's video to share this with you guys across the board. So we want to be trying to play the ally protection as much as possible. So it's one of the abilities that do get extra turn. You see that he does a lot of damage, which is a little bit scary, but ally protection, which wasn't ready, does really help, right? I try and keep the A3 on Lady M ready when a boss does the reflection, right? So we can make sure we put some stuff on them for sure. And then, yeah, we'll make sure we go ahead and put that on. We heal her up as well. So you can see there we got our buffs. So Lady Kimmy can obviously cleanse it, etc. We are provoked and stuff, but it doesn't matter too much because they've already done abilities really. Would be nice to get the heals off as well, but it is hey-ho. You can also extend the block buffs if you're struggling. So yeah, we'll see there we play the increased speed. Noel is going to hit that boss 468,000. Fortunately, Noel does go down, but we do have enough to finish this boss off. We're just a little bit unlucky with the reflex and the impulse not to go off a little faster than we wanted. Also using 2 bolster sets in here, so like for example, TORAGI can heal herself up through that, and Kimi's got the other as well, so that's also really good. I might try and do the trials tonight as well to try and finish this faction. I need 2 more stars and I finish this faction off, which is fantastic. I really want to get this faction done and dusted, if I'm being honest. So you'll see here, not too bad. We'll wait for them to do their abilities. Cool. Okay, again, you can see that we got Provoke. RIHO is just going to cleanse all that shenanigans off. And then we're back to normal. There isn't much more to really say about this. You can see there, TORAGI took a lot of damage. Now we have got 2 champions that could do decrease attack. TORAGI on A1. And then we have RIHO that has decreased attack on her ability as well, which is quite useful. So you do want to try and use them as much as possible because decreased attack is going to be really big on this boss. And then we just make this work. We've still got TORAGI's poisons as well. We've still got burns. We've still got brimstone. It's the reason why I didn't give up, because I knew it was so close to doing it. It's a little bit RNG with the reflex and impulse to get the heals as much as possible. So you'll see here we'll play the ally protection again because we will heal as well. Well, we should do anyway, which is what we should do. There was something going on outside the recording, so I did wait for a second. There you are, I can see like 36,000 heal, which is great. And then RIHO comes in with another 57,000 heal on the TORAGI, which is fantastic, right? Really big damage. I'm hoping to farm this boss regularly, and it's good news because I can farm this boss because the second time I've been able to beat it now. I knew I could beat it, I was just being really lazy. I only got 2 factions now that haven't beat the boss, which is Ogre Tribes and High Elves. High Elves is open, but the waves are a headache, right? For me, so I need to like play around with the builds, etc. When I get a bit of time, maybe we will outside seasons, because seasons is basically nearly finished. I've only got 2 accounts to do, so not too much there. Lady Kimmy as well, really good for this because the increased speed is massive. Being able to take off the reflection is also very strong as well. RIHO kind of does some damage with that A2 ability, which is great to see as well. And then it's just about keeping this guy, slowing him down as much as possible. You can see there he does his shenanigans, but we blocked it as well. And then TORAGI will go ahead and finish this boss off. Sorry, Kimmy. Is it Kimmy that finished the boss off? I think. There we go. easy run, right? We got Noel coming in with 4.1. I know that we haven't got the 3-star in this, but it's the exact same team, exactly the same champions, that same everything really. It's not auto at the moment, but I'm gonna play around in the settings. You can see here I have 3-starred it. It's probably one of my longest runs, honestly. But you know, you've got to work with what you've got, right? So let's talk about no, let's me do the run with the music, and then we'll talk about the champions that I would recommend. hopefully you enjoyed the music. So this is the champion pool as we've got here. You can see here we are missing a lot of voids and etc. We're missing pretty much all the key champions set from one, right? And the only key champion we've got is RIHO. So on and Lady M, which makes this really hard faction. My ninja's only a 1-star blessing, so that also made him unusable in my opinion. As well, right? That's why I use Noble. I've used Noble in like Curse City, etc. So I'm aware he can hit fairly decent, not like crazy, but fairly decent, right? So and there's a couple of epics we'll talk about. I think Shredder is going to be great if you can get hold of Leo. Hopefully, as a guaranteed event, Leo will be fantastic for this boss with ally protection, they're killable, their counter attacks, and increased defense. Going to be fantastic. This guy, I can't pronounce his name. He will be a fantastic DPS across the board because he'll be able to pop off the Narcies, etc. And he gets all them extra turns as well. Shuzan is going to be absolute monster with a decreased speed, the increased speed, the 10-meter drop, the instant turns, the E1, which is going to be useful as well. There's no question like how good she is. Yumikon's obviously going to be really good. Jingwong as well. Jingwong's going to be really decent because he's got the abilities as well, like nice cleanse. He's got this ability here with the block buffs, with the blocked out skill, sorry, and the block buffs. And the passive is super OP with the HP aura as well. Really tanky. RIHO's obviously one of the, I would say she's probably one of the biggest MVPs because she brings a lot of utility against the boss. And she also brings continuous heals and heals as well. And then who else could we see? I think Fox would be okay. Champion Unity would give you a super easy life. Yoshi wasn't too bad. I was using Yoshi up until stage 21 with increased attack and true fears, which was alright. I think he needs a slight buff. The speed aura was nice though, but I think he does need a slight buff for faction was. Harima, I mean, the girl can do AoE provoke. She can do decrease attack on E1. She's got insane damage. She's got a tanky passive as well, which really helps as well with force survivability. So there's no out there. Mishi is going to be great as well as a good DPS. Can strip on the boss with the hex, etc. Decrease attack, decrease defense, and a burn on E1. It could be usable for as a damage dealer if you can find a way to bring increased defense in your teams, and if you can have a high enough blessing for him as well. So that's worth that. It's also worth the thought as well. We got Lady KIMI. Lady KIMI is just absolutely sensational for this, and then you have Noel as well. Honestly, Noel underrated. I think as a champion, I think he just gets so much shit because of Live Arena, right? Not Live Arena, sorry, because of how bad he was before Ninja. Now, there's a couple of decent epics in here I'd like to recommend. For me, Toragi is probably the main one because he brings really good survivability with the resistance. It's really good investment as well for Curse City, so cross area, AoE provoke as well, and a decrease attack. I think running two of them, so you could overlap the continuous heals, sorry, the ally protection to heal them both up, is a strong way to go across the board. And then obviously this guy as well, he's going to be really solid. He has a leech, he has increased continuous heal, and has increased defense. He has also got a nice passive as well and a decreased attack, so he's going to be top tier. I think this guy may be okay. Obviously the reviver. I think the reviver is fine. You know, single revive if you want to bring one. Ally attack, which is quite nice with a 10-meter fill, and then decreases the 10-meter as well. I mean, she's okay, but I didn't use her for a reason, right? I think Corey can also do some work as well. He hits fairly hard in this ability and this one, and then he does a freeze as well. But again, I don't think he's the strongest. But I would like to give her out. I've seen a lot of people use her as a DPS champion. She does bring a defense down on E1. She does bring a veil on herself, which is very useful in a critical rate and critical damage. She can hit bosses really hard if you have a decent level blessing. She can also put revive on death on herself as well, which is quite strong. And then she has a very juicy ability there as well. Problem with her is survivability. Need to find a way to keep her alive. And I guess that's about it for the champions there. Let me go ahead and show you all of the gear for today's champions. So let's go to this one. We're gonna start with Lady M then. She's gonna come in. I want her really fast. Like, you need 475 accuracy, by the way. We are using accuracy aura with Lady Kimi, so let's just take that into consideration. We were mainly using her turn second ability, so we went with 335 speed. We come in with like 400 accuracy because she has 80 accuracy there as well, which is what you need. And then start pumping up that HP and defense for survivability, especially if you're not going to run a reviver. So a reflex with impulse, super strong. If you can sneak in some refresh, it's going to be great. For the relic, we use in Preach Shadow, so that gives me like a built-in relentless as well, which is going to be really useful. For blessing, I did go with polymorph. It was handy in this run. And then this as well across the board for masteries. Then we have Kimi, who's coming in a fast bolster set. So we just wanted a really fast bolster set. We've got reasonable HP defense. We've got really good speed coming in, and then we've got the accuracy requirement. Her stats are pretty much there. There's nothing else to really talk about. You could maybe go reflex and impulse for her as well. So blessing, fully booked. We got Tim Presents, which doesn't really need to be there, but you know, hey ho. She has War Master, some other shenanigans. You can go Eagle Eye as well. And then we got the now Noble, sorry. So Noble's coming in with these masteries, very good Nuken masteries. Then for the relic, he has. I'm trying out this relic because it has a 50% chance to put a veil on their cells for one turn. At the end of that turn, they increase the chances increases by 5% for each 50% HP loss. He does get some additional attack and accuracy as well, which was the main reason because I kind of figured out that I had enough accuracy. I wasn't using him for accuracy overall, but the build just kind of shooted out quite a bit of accuracy at that, so I was able to push it with a relic, push it with out changing the masteries, could change the masteries, but I was just able to get the accuracy, which was a bonus for his builds. We want to focus on about 270 speed because we want him to take a turn with increased speed. That's going to be really strong. Lady M will also drop the turn meter of everyone in the waves. And then we've got really strong attack. He does bring his increased attack, so stack the critical damage slightly higher compared to the attack. And then we're looking for survivability. Now, I would make one change on here, as I would take Life Drinker. I think Life Drinker will really help his survivability. And if you do want this, then you can use Elixir of Gold as well, which will help with survivability. Heaven Cast on me is the blessing, but to be honest, you could also go Brimstone if you don't have a strong Brimstone in the team. Lightning Cage, not really. Cruelty as well. Cruelty could be used, and if you have 6-star, then you would obviously use Crushing Ren, right? Because it's just really strong, and then 5-star and below Cruelty as well. And then we have a 6-piece Merciless and a double Z set as well, which is really strong build for sure. Then we have RIHO BONESPEAR. She's coming in a double impulse and a reflex set. Again, we want her to be fairly tanky, so we want good speed, good HP. HP could be, sorry, the HP could be higher. The defense could be better, but speed's really good, and then accuracy as well. We're overkilling this with accuracy, so we could definitely pump in some HP numbers there, which I might do next time we do this. And then for the relic, this is just on for Sun Devil basically, because I was trying to speed it up, try some stuff there. And then Brimstone for me was a blessing to go, but you can also go Cruelty, and then you can also go these as well. And then for TORAGI, you can also go Reflex and Impulse, etc. You can see here we actually have a shield that's not fully maxed out, so let me go ahead and roll that up. I was probably saving it for enhancement across the board. So he's also in bolster as well. I just focus on the survivability on an optimizer. 115,000 HP is really strong. Defense good, speed good, and then just enough accuracy to provoke and do the decreased attack against the boss. Obviously, again, we have the increased accuracy as well. So that's really strong build across the board. For the relic, I actually went with this one because he does do poisons from a passive, so a bit of extra damage you can't complain about. For the blessing, to be honest, probably just go cruelty, which would be the way to go there. And then for the masteries, we didn't actually take any masteries, but you could potentially try bolt work, but you need to be careful not to take too much damage. You can definitely take the healing side of here, which would be a great additional for him and increases healing, etc. as well. So it's about it for today, guys. It's another faction completed for Faction Wars. We haven't got too long to go now until Faction Wars is done. I am starting to do Faction War takeovers as well, which is super nice. Yeah, so you can see here we're roughly about 20 something away. And then I got a couple of factions where I just need to work on this. Like I need to move my shield for this because I don't have enough buffs, etc. Across the board. So yeah, kind of a funny one. Anyway, guys, hopefully you enjoyed this. As usual, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll be Grim. I'll see you next one. Take care. Peace.